I have dinged again. Lower health loss from efficient movement. A lot of these are unique abilities you have to individually equip, which lowers their appeal once I have a decent number of things I have. But I guess once you get all the way down the level system of one of the trees, you'll like have an even stronger version of the one you currently like. So you are getting stronger. But there's just an appeal to being able to get stats. So now I'm at 10 out of 15. And so I'm basically at 11 out of 15 because I've given up on that other one. So there's still 4 more somehow. Maybe you have to level to find them, or maybe they're in part 2. Because they did call this Haruka Part 1, Chapter 2. Which implies that we play another character, then come back to Haruka, like they wanted to split her story in half, either because something happens in the middle of it with another character, or because they just thought pacing-wise doing it all at once was maybe not a good idea. Like maybe they regretted this campaign by the end, but like, well, we already made a lot of it. I guess we'll just try to split it up, which is like the beginning of their ideas for how to treat Majima later.
ステージ無事にこなせた？
ええ、多分。
きつい営業やったと思うけど、この先いくらでも同じようなことはあるから、くじけんと頑張ってね。
はい。それで今日のこの後のスケジュールなんですけど。
ああ、そうか。まだ社長から聞いてなかった。
何をです？
社長、はるかちゃんが戻ったら一緒に可愛い服見繕うんやって。流行りの店でね。今頃事務所で君の帰り待ってると思うで。
社長、その話忘れてなかったんだ。
思い立ったらすぐ行動の人やからね。さあ、そういうことやからさ、急いで事務所戻ろうか。
はい。
おっと、その前に薬局に行かなあかなんだんや。
薬局ですか？
うん、社長の右手の怪我、まだ腫れが引かへんみたいで湿布を頼まれたんや。
それなら私も行きます。社長の怪我気になってたんです。
そっか、それやったら一緒に行こうか。
はい。
ん？どうかした？
これ社長に似合うかな。堀江さん、ちょっとこれ見てもいいですか？
ゆっくり選んだらええわ。僕は薬局に寄って帰るから。
すみません。
そしたらあんまり遅うならんようにね。
はい。よかった。これなら大丈夫。
ありがとうございます。プレゼントですか？
はい。
じゃあちょっと包装用の包み紙を取ってきますね。
あれ？はるかちゃんじゃない？
何してるの？ね、やだ、ちょっと何？そのダッサいブローチ。どういうつもり？何無視してんの？ここで何してんのって聞いてるだけでしょ。社長にプレゼントを。ああ、それでか。納得。そのダッサいブローチ、あのおばさんにぴったりだわ。
ねえ、知ってる？あのおばさん昔売れないアイドルだったって。デビューの時にポッと出てさ、あっという間に潰れて消えたんだってさ。ウケるでしょ。売れなかったアイドルに指導されて、あなた自分が売れると思う？
決勝戦勝つつもりじゃないでしょうね。いい？教えておいてあげる。あんたただのかませ犬だから。 よくあれ演出よ。プロデューサーの萬田さんとうちの事務所で話ついてるんですって。
はるかちゃんも事務所変えたら？あんな腐ったアイドル崩れのとこよりいくらでもマシなとこあるでしょ。
やめてください。何？親切で言ってあげてんのに、そのひねくれたところもあのおばさんそっくり。それ以上社長の悪口言ったら。言ったら何？それ以上社長の悪口言ったら許さない。
上等じゃないの。でもいいの？うちの事務所ね、その気になればあんたんとこの事務所くらいあっという間に潰せるんだからね。
それが嫌なら今すぐ土下座して謝りなさい。それとも終わってる社長と一緒にあんたもこの世界から消えちゃう？
じゃあ連絡しちゃおう。あんたも社長もこれで終わりね。
やめて。はあ？やめてください。
何？口だけ？
やめてください。
頭つけなさいよ。
おい、何してんねんお前ら。
いいじゃないの堀江。
社長、
久しぶりね。二人とも元気？
別に。
はるか、お二人に土下座して差し上げて。
どういうこと？
ただしあなたたち本当にいいのかしら？
何がよ。
昔と違って今のタレントにオフはないわ。あるとしたら自分の家の中くらい。一歩外に出たらそこは営業の場よ。ブログや SNS、 いい噂も悪い噂も一瞬にして世界中に広がる時代。こんなところで他社のタレントに土下座なんてさせたらどうなるんでしょうね。ライバルを蹴落とそうとして逆に自分が転げ落ちていったタレント、私も嫌というほど見てきたわ。あなたたちはその典型みたいね。
行こうマイ。なんだか冗談が通じなかったみたい。
うん、ばっかみたい。
マイ、あずさ、元事務所仲間のよしみで忠告しといてあげる。実力は嘘をつかない。ライバルを恐れるのは自分たちの実力に自信が持てないからよ。
誰がそんな子。ライバルだなんて思ってないわ。
だったらはるかに関わってなんかいないで自分たちの芸を磨くことね。可愛いだけのアイドルじゃすぐに飽きられるわよ。
行こう。
はるか、ありがとう。
これは。
あら、私へのプレゼントじゃなかったの？
でも
違ったのかな。私に似合いそうなのを選んでくれたのかと思っちゃった。私そういうデザイン大好きだから。ありがとうね。
社長、
さあ約束よ。今日はこの後買い物に付き合ってもらうわ。少し支度があるから一度事務所に戻って待ってていいわね。
はい。
すぐに戻るわ。事務所で待ってて。
Dear Lord, those girls are just relentlessly evil. Like, pointlessly. Oh, I'm in the same spot where you, or some take the long way around, I guess. Like, that was, at some point, it just takes so much energy to have that hate in your heart. I guess it's not hate, though. It's like they specifically, like, they clearly get off on it. Like, they really specifically enjoy having power over people. Even if it's bizarre, weird, petty power, the vague idea that they're better at a competition than somebody else. And it's like, you're all just being ordered around by a bunch of adults that profit off of you. Getting that big of a head is a strange move. But don't worry, Sensei came in with her magical power over the concept of social media, and suddenly everyone's noticing them, and they're freaking out the moment that happens.
Ah, Haruka. 公演のイベントは大変だったみたいですね。でもどんどん成長していますよ。あなたには教えがいがある。前のトレーナーもきっと悔しがりますね。レッスンをしたければいつでもスタジオにいらっしゃい。それじゃ。
Hop, 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 hop. Nope. I'm not supposed to take the lesson yet. I guess Park-san isn't back yet.
お待たせはるか。悪いけど少しここで待ってて。いくつか片付けたいことがあるの。すぐ済むわ。明日東京に行く予定なのよ。だから堀江にいろいろメモを残しとかないと。
でもメモって社長左手で？
ええ、荻田に突き飛ばされたでしょ。あの時右手を痛めちゃったからね。
大丈夫なんですか？右手使えなくて。
まあね、私もともとは左利きだったの。子供の頃預けられた里親にちゃんと右手で書くようにって結構無理やりしつけられてね。今時の子はそこまでやらされないんでしょうけど、ま、そういう時代だったんでしょうね。さ、これで終わった。待たせて悪かったわね。今夜の予定は全部キャンセルしたわ。あなたはもう出かけられる？準備はいい？
はい、大丈夫です。
なら行きましょう。毎日大変だったし、ストレスも溜まってるでしょ。今日は買い物に行って全部発散させるのよ。いいわね。
はい。
That was a real thing. People were punished for being left-handed. Really, humans are stupid. Like, just the need to crush any differences and diversity amongst people. Like, it's such a strange instinct to consistently go back to. All right, let's go have fun. We'll do a little shopping first. Where do you usually buy clothes? Clothes? I haven't really done any clothes shopping since I've been here. I did buy a jacket at a department store, though. And you want to be a pop idol? Listen to me. Everything you wear, eat, see, and hear is important, an important opportunity to learn and grow. Make it a goal to always be trying out the latest trends for yourself and learn the classic styles that never go out of fashion. That's the first step to being an idol, which is why we're mentioning it 6 months in. A true icon of your time. Yes, ma'am. Good. That's what I like to hear. Alright, shall we make our way to La Marche then? They have a wonderful selection. Alright, thank you. They keep constantly saying things that are very strange for them to say when she's been working here as long as she has. But I guess they had to make it be like, oh, she's been here for 6 months, in order to make it have parity with the other campaigns where time has passed. But it constantly is like it's just weird. She keeps introducing stuff that you make, like she's talking about makeup and clothes for the first time, and she's been here for a while. It's just so strange. Ah, Park-sama. Always a pleasure to see you. How are you this evening? Wow, they know her name at expensive places like this? She must be a regular. Or it's all staged just to wow you. Today, I'm looking for an outfit for this young lady. Very good, ma'am. In that case, what do you think of these? Hawk, I'd like you to choose. Me? You want me to pick? That's right. You can't just wear what someone else tells you to wear. You have to develop your own sense of style. So it's another step to the road of becoming an idol. Alright, I'll give it a try. Shall we do your top first? Pardon? You know, blouses, sweaters, things of that nature. Don't you want to coordinate things? Why would I do one first specifically? Because I probably have to commit to it, right? Oh, my top. Yes, yes, alright. Very good. Do any of these catch your eye? The leopard print is a lot. What am I gonna mix these with is the question. White sweater, I guess? The Christmas music. I like this. That's a nice choice. Do you really think so? That makes me happy. Well, everything in this boutique is high-end, so you really can't go wrong in any case. I guess that's true. Now, shall we move on to your bottoms? You mean pants and skirts and stuff? You catch on quick. The concept of clothing. Wow, you must be a fast learner, 16-year-old girl. Do they expect me to sync these up or something? I think I like the pants more than the skirt to go with that top. The leopard print would be weird to mix with anything else. I don't know. I think this would go well with that top. You're already thinking about mixing and matching, I see. Very nice. We'd also like a good pair of shoes. Certainly. Shit, how do these all match? I think the weird colored boots might not look well together, even though it seems like a fun choice. I wish I could see it all together while I'm going. Everything will coordinate very well. I'll take this as well. Oh, that's beautiful. And now we're all set. We'll take all this. Yep, thank you. Oh, but I didn't even look at the price tags. What did I tell you? Tonight is all about getting rid of stress. You don't need to worry about that thing. It's on me. Thank you very much, Park-san. Here you are. My apologies for the wait. Thank you. Alright, Haruka, shall we? We won't even check to see if any of them fit. Yes, ma'am. I'm carrying too much. Goodbye, spatula. And triangle ruler. And 1, 2, 3 gum. That's how it's like to chew 1, 2, 3 gum, huh? Park-san, please let me carry that. No, that's alright. Now, what shall we do next? Is there anywhere you'd like to go? Well, let's see. Actually, I'd love to go to an arcade. The kids at school are always talking about it, and it sounds like so much fun. An arcade. Yes, it might be a good chance to see what other kids your age do. Alright then, let's go. Okay. Oh, thank you. Imagine being child. I haven't been to an arcade in years. What kind of games are popular nowadays? Judging by the last 7 Yakuza games I've played, Virtua Fighter 5, every time. Well, some kids in my class are talking about Taiko no Tatsujin. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's the Taiko drum game. I played this with Andrew. We have a Let's Try of this game on the channel, actually. Or one of the Taiko drum games. Oh, look. It says 2 can play. Are you up for a little friendly competition, Haruka? Do you know how to play? Well, I imagine you just hit the drum with a stick, so how hard could it be? Okay, yeah, let's try it. Yeah, you hit either the center of the drum or you hit the side of the drum to do the clicks, or whatever. But what about your hand? Don't you worry about me. Besides, you're going to need all the help you can get. But you have to promise to do your best, or it won't be any fun. If you hold back on me, because I'm president, I'll dock your pay. I won't. I promise I'm gonna crush you. Oh, this is extremely... We own this game also. Actually, do you? Bandai Namco?
太鼓の達人だ。曲を選ぼうっと。
From the New World. Hard mode, let's go.
難しさを選ぼうっと。さあ、始まるみたい。
How do you actually play though, like controls wise in this game? I played it on the drum set because Andrew brought them to Marty's house. Hit the drum to the beats reaching. Yeah, this is the same. This really is that game. Weird. Am I gonna get in trouble for the song? Because it's probably a song from the game. A drum roll in the front of the drum. Beat the rim. How do I beat the rim of the drum? So the left and right triggers are the rims. And the D-pad... So I press A and down, basically, to be... Okay. This is gonna be weird. Probably press left and X, actually. They're a little more comfy. This is gonna be weird to do on a controller. Okay, I'm up top. Oh wait, do I know how to tell what side it is? Shit. Oh, it's the rim. I don't know if I'm entirely clear on how to play this game, actually, control-wise. Where's left and right? Are there not any left and right? Whenever it's big, I hit both of them. That's the best guess I have. I don't think it actually wants me to do one side or the other. Haha. It's weird to do on a controller. Ah, it's not over. It sounded so over. Okay, I destroyed her. I got like double her score, didn't I? Okay, we're fine. We're fine, but I did not. I struggled. I was a mess. I underestimated how hard that is to do on a controller compared to like actually having drumsticks. And I'm not used to reading drums as left to right versus like on a rock band track. Max combo 40. That's a lot better than a 7. Good performance, unlike your punk boss. What a loser. Try harder next time, noob. Why is this going so slowly? Please continue. Please. Game. Start mashing. I'm just mashing buttons. One of these has to work eventually. Oops. I'm sorry, that was rude. You. Surely takes a bit of strength, doesn't it? Your dance lessons must have built up your stamina. Your sense of rhythm isn't bad either. But enough about work. That was really fun. Let's play again sometime. You'd better be ready for me. Yes, let's. What else have they do they have here, I wonder? It's so strange that she did that when her hand's supposedly damaged. Oh, look! A print circle machine. Let's try this, Haruka. I've never actually done one of these before. You and me together? What? You don't want to? No, it's not that. I'm just happy. I never imagined spending a day with you like this. Who would ever imagine the president of Dynachair taking print circle photos? I do not know print circle, but I can guess. So how do we do this? Let's see. First we choose some frames. There, how about these? Okay, ready? Here we go! Wait a minute, where are we supposed to look? Look, we're already on the screen. See? It's about to take the... What? Why didn't you warn me? Haha, I did. Well, that won't do it all. I demand a do-over. Really? But they're nice pictures. No way. Absolutely, positively not. A do-over. Okay, okay. Ready? Here goes. There, much better. Okay, and now we add doodles to the picture, like this. These came out very well, I'd say. The machine even erased the wrinkles on my face. I should hire this thing to replace Hori. Oh, that's terrible. Ha 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 ha. Ah, that was fun. Well, should we get going? Yes, I suppose we should. They're leaning so heavy on her being her, like, found mother. I'm waiting to see if they're gonna, if it's gonna come out to be explicitly manipulative. Which someone's been manipulating everybody so far, so probably.
少しは息抜きできた？
はい、とっても。
明日からまた忙しいわよ。お互いもう休んでる暇はないわ。レッスン漬けにしてあげる。いいわね。
はい、頑張ります。
はるか。これあなたにあげるわ。ブローチのお礼。少し早いけどデビュー祝いのプレゼントよ。
そんな、これ以上プレゼントだなんて。
いいから開けてみて。
これ社長が使ってた。こんな高そうなものいいんですか？
高そうじゃなくて高いの。大事にしなさいよね。
大事にします。
その万年筆はね、私がデビューするって決まった時、大切な人からもらったものなの。私にとってはお守りみたいなもの。デビューの時もマイクに隠してずっと両手で握ってたんだから。
やっぱり社長でもデビューの時は緊張したんですね。
今思えば大したことじゃなかったわ。もっと大変なのはデビューした後。私の場合特に大変だったわね。
どんな風にですか？
私はね、18でデビューする前には結婚してたの。
え？
相手はその万年筆をくれた人よ。もちろん世間にもそれに事務所にも内緒でね。私は自分が韓国籍であることも、家庭に問題があったことも、それに既婚者であることも隠してアイドルを続けた。案外うまくいってたわ。でもある日、私は自分が妊娠していることに気づいた。すぐに下ろしたわ。当時はあまり迷いはなかった。まだ若かったし、アイドルを続けるためには仕方のない犠牲だって思ったの。夫に打ち明けたのはその後。彼、その時初めて私を殴った。そしてあの人は私の元から去っていった。自分がそばにいたら私の夢の妨げになるからって。私はそれも仕方のない犠牲だと受け入れたわ。でもその後、結婚していた過去があったことを知った事務所は私を売り出すことに躊躇するようになった。いつ爆発するかわからないスキャンダルを抱えたアイドルに大金なんてかけられないってね。予定されていたイベントは次々に中止された。日本ドームで大規模なコンサートやろうなんて話まであったのにね。
すごかったんですね、社長。私全然知りませんでした。
コンサートが私の夢だった。コンサートをすれば自分を捨てた親や世間を見返せると思ってた。収容人数5万5千人。親にも愛されなかった私にしては上出来な数でしょ。別れた旦那もコンサートをすれば見に来てくれるかもなんて考えてね。でも現実には事務所には見放されて、コンサートどころか仕事はどんどん減っていったわ。後にはもう何も残らなかった。自分がもう子供を産めない体だと知ったのも全てを失ってからだったわ。
そんなことが。
スターを夢見て犠牲にしてしまった過去への償い。それが今私がアイドルを育てようとしている理由なのかもね。もしかしたら失ったものを取り戻そうとあがいてるだけなのかもしれない。でももう私にはこれしかないの。
This is a lot to process. Okay. On one hand, did I say the comment earlier? I think I said it, where I was just like wondering whether or not the game is agreeing that she's being overtly manipulated with a lot of her actions or not. But now we're getting into her backstory, and it's interesting because it gets into some of the fucked up elements of idol culture and how it's like there's this distressing demand for chasteness and being completely alone and not coupling up with everybody when you're an idol in Korea or Japan. And it's fucked up because it's this weird. It directly calls out the idea that like you're exploiting this parasocial bond with all of your fans, and that you're supposed to belong to them, so you can't be with anyone. Even though you don't belong to anyone, you belong to the agency, and none of these fans do have a meaningful relationship with you. They're just a giant crowd of anonymous people you can't possibly know. So it's like, it's completely absurd that in any way your role as a performer and a personality would be compromised by the fact that you're with someone. Like, that's a horrible precedent, but it's how all of it works right now. And it's something that I constantly wanted Tokyo Mirage Sessions to get into more, and the fact that it didn't made it like one of the worst JRPGs I've ever played. Tokyo Mirage Sessions is just trash. It's like, it's a weird attempt at being a Shin Megami Tensei Fire Emblem crossover, but it's mostly about a bunch of idols, but also it cares so little about what it's actually like what the actual like drama is there is to mine for being an idol, so it ends up doing almost nothing with most of its story and just was a huge fluffy waste of time. Here we're getting into some of the fucked up elements of like the idea that she had to get an abortion because she couldn't, just like the idea that you can't get pregnant and then have a baby in that industry, and you can't be in a relationship in that industry, and like all these things are happening to her because of that, and it's the industry's fucked up standards fault, not her. Like, it's her choice to get an abortion, and it's her choice to be in a family, and like those are the things that she can do if she wants to do. Like that's her life. But instead, what's horrifying is that she internalizes all of this stuff as essentially being her fault, when it's everything around her being fucked up, essentially. Like, she was abused and assaulted by her husband for getting an abortion, which maybe it would have been good to bring it up in advance, but it is still ultimately her choice. It might have been good to talk about it, but like, it's not his choice to make her carry a baby. And generally speaking, you would not want to have a baby on accident. Like, it's a good thing to plan in general, but instead she's internalized it as being the abortion is a sacrifice she made for her career, and then her marriage is another thing that she destroyed for her career, and now her body was destroyed for her career, and then her career didn't work out anyway because all of those things also made her unhireable. And it's like you shouldn't have lifelong guilt for the selfishness of trying to have drive and succeed in a field, when that's where like capitalism puts your value as a human being. So like the fact that she takes from all this that she's got like something to atone for is just a lot to unpack. Like, that's not, a character can definitely think that, but it's definitely like kind of a nightmare, and you start to wonder a little bit about like, is this an all-male writing team we got here? Is this how we write women? Is this a little bit in the territory of like Black Widow in Age of Ultron? It's like, I can't have babies, I'm a monster. These strange tones. But also just gets extra confusing because she goes through all this thing, and this industry ruined her life, and she's like, I must atone by training other people to become idols. And I'm like, that's the lesson you took? That's the lesson that's informed by your tragic backstory, is that you should train other people to go through this thing that ruined your life? I don't think you took the right takeaway from anything that happened to you at that point. That just doesn't seem like a one-to-one thing that should match up at all. I don't know, man.
あなたには迷惑かもしれないけどね。
迷惑だなんて。私、社長のためにも頑張ります。
ありがとう。でもあなたのおかげで私も失っていたものを少しだけ取り戻せたかもしれないの。
You're my aborted daughter.
この前プリンセスリーグであなたの決勝進出が決まってから雑誌の取材を受けたのよ。 それを目にした元夫からこの手紙が来たの。東京で会わないかって。彼とはもう二度と会えないと思ってた。私の行けない遠い世界に行ってしまって、それっきり連絡も取れなくなってたから。
社長。でもそれじゃこんな大事なもの私がもらっていいんですか？
もちろんいいの。でもその代わりと言ってはなんだけど、はるか、あなたに一つ頼みがあるの。
はい。
別れた旦那に会うにしてもこれだけ年を重ねちゃうとね、会ってがっかりされたくないのよ。待ち合わせの場所にはあなたが行って、それで私のところに彼を案内してきてほしいの。あまり明るい場所で今の老けた顔見せたくないから。
私でお役に立てるんでしたら。でも心配いらないと思います。社長今も綺麗ですから。
ありがとう。お世辞も上手になったわね。
お世辞じゃないです。
彼には東京でのあなたのライブに来てもらう約束になってる。その時また改めてお願いするわ。その万年筆はあなたが私の代理っていう目印になる。つまりそれが彼と会うための鍵でもあるの。
わかりました。
ありがとう、はるか。
I am so torn. On one hand, it's like, you're like the daughter I never had, and I'm like the mother that you don't have, and wow, look at this family, you can trust me and everything. But at the same time, it's like, you work for me under duress because I'll pull funding for your entire family and they'll be out on the street if you don't succeed and do everything for me. Like, there's a power dynamic here that's not being acknowledged, and I just don't know if the game is doing it on purpose or not. Like, I gotta see where this goes with her, like whether or not it pays off with being like, this is all her bullshit, or this is like a weird unacknowledged power dynamic, because like, it is distressing that she's like threatening the rest of her family, and it's like, and so it's like Haruka has so much incentive to play into this, like, oh yeah, I'm your daughter, tee-hee, don't you love me? And like try to just weather all this so for the sake of her family. So there's just like distressing context to it all. And I'm just so torn 50-50. Like, is this genuinely like just her happy ending with reuniting with her ex-husband, or is it like, here's the special pen, this will mark that you're the person to take for human trafficking, like go meet this strange man after the concert? Like, what? It's such a coin flip for me how it's going, because I can't get a read on what they mean to do with this character exactly. And also, yes, everyone has been betrayed by the closest person to them so far, basically.
今日は私も楽しかったわ。寄り道しないで帰るのよ。
社長も気をつけて帰ってください。おやすみなさい。
I do like those envelopes. Do they really use those? I want to see. I want to see those envelopes around.
おやすみなさい。
The long envelopes.
Moshi, 堀江さん、 どうしたんですか、こんな朝早く。
大変なんや。今すぐ事務所に来て。
何かあったんですか？
それが僕もなんて言うたらええか分からへん。とにかくすぐにこっち来て。
Has my instructor been fired again? Was she murdered? Is she missing? What could have happened? I better get to the office quickly, or do 7 more side quests. Whee! Get rid of that bullshit, and that bullshit, and that bullshit, and that bullshit, and that a weapon? Oh wait, I equipped that. Oh yeah, I have these, but they're not equipped right now or something? I don't think that she'll ever have to sober up. Ta-da! Why is it so loud? It plays the same sound twice over itself, so it doubles the volume. So can I equip these? No, I just have them for later-ish. Okay. This guy's just following me around. So, have you found any good restaurants yet? I know where you live. Excuse me, wait. I got a prompt. I turn around, the restaurant guy's there too. Ah! This plant, it's so rigid. This would be a great time to do 7 more dance battles while the ominous music is playing in the background between them because of how high stakes the scenario is. Open worlds are funny. Oh, the police.
何かあったんですか？
近寄っちゃダメ。ほら、向こうに行って。
私、ここの事務所の所属タレントなんです。
ここっていうとダイナチアの？
はい、そうです。
ああ、そうでしたか。実は今ここのビルで飛び降り自殺があって。お気の毒ですが、亡くなったのはダイナチアの社長さんでして。
そんな。
あ、ちょっと君。
ではパクさんが自殺をほのめかすようなことは？
いいえ。
No, she just set all of her affairs in order and then gave away a prized possession and talked about all of her life regrets. Oh.
タレントのデビュー前なんで張り詰めてはいましたけど、自殺するようなそんな感じはなかったです。
堀江さん。
はるかちゃん。
彼女は？
沢村はるか、うちのタレントです。今日パクが東京に行く予定やったのも彼女のデビューイベントの準備のためでした。
なるほど。後でお話伺えますか？
それより社長は。
はるかちゃん。
なんで嘘だって社長は社長。
Well, okay. I'm gonna take that as confirmation that she is in fact dead and it's not a fake out. because I was genuinely thinking, like, if I don't see a body, I'm gonna think this might not be real, like, because that's the kind of shit that Yakuza would pull. On one hand, she was suspiciously doing a bunch of stuff right before something was gonna happen in a way that felt exactly like how this game opened with the leader of the Tojo clan. Oh no, I'm blanking on his name now. Oh no. Like, with the leader of the Tojo clan, he was very clearly, like, having this weird, like, conversation with Kiryu that's like, it's me, I'm about to disappear and do my big plan. I'm not saying that, but all this, the fact that I'm talking to you about all this stuff is really weirdly pointed, like, something's about to happen. So, like, she did have this level of, like, something's about to happen going on with just how that was such a long day, and like, what do kids do for fun? And I'm gonna play this drum game even though I'm wounded, and I'm gonna take a photo with you, and I'm gonna set my affairs in order and talk about the future and my regrets and my life story, and here's a gift. Like, so much happened that it all felt like something weighty was about to happen. But even with all of that, it still kind of feels like maybe it feels odd that she committed suicide, because she seemed to have such specific goals that she was in the middle of working on that it just didn't seem like she was contemplating that. But I also don't think that real life depression and suicide are as overtly logical, and a lot of people perform in a way where to outside forces, to all outside people, they don't really seem like they are in the state that they're in, so the struggle can kind of be invisible and so on. So it's like, it's a big complicated conversation to have. So it's hard to say how it's being treated, but narratively, it definitely kind of feels like she was just murdered by somebody, and that the story might go in the direction of, like, trying to solve the murder that nobody thinks is even a murder. And this might even be how it ties into the larger narrative in some way, which feels like it would probably happen, because technically Haruka's story doesn't have to attach to anything else, but it would be strange to not have it attached to any other part and just genuinely have a side story that happens in a vacuum with nothing else happening besides her attachment to Kiryu. So given that this is Yakuza, it seems a bit more likely that she was murdered than it does likely that she that she just randomly killed herself, and then that doesn't push, because that wouldn't push the plot forward necessarily. So narratively, it feels like she probably killed herself, but that does lead to it being really weird, because that means that was a whole day where she acted really bizarrely out of character with a girl that she had literally never even gone clothes shopping with before, despite her being there for 6 months. She's like having this weirdly pointed day right before she dies, and that's like without knowing that she's gonna die? Or did she know she was in trouble? I guess that's the least plot holy, most satisfying answer, is that she might have known what was coming, and so she was having this last day where, like, it's just about having fun and so on, and then she has her big speech because she's hiding the fact that she knows she's in danger, I suppose. Yeah, that might be what happened. Otherwise, it's kind of hacky if she was doing that without knowing anything was going to happen. Like, it makes more sense if she was either committing suicide or knew she was in danger, but it's really weird if she just got attacked out of the blue right after she happened to have a night like that for no reason. Oh, hi, Akiyama. Am I playing as you now? Oh. I think that's the end of Haruka's chapters. I think that's the end of part 1. I think it's time to play as Akiyama. Okay, so, yeah, that makes sense. Narratively, they like to do that, where they cut us off and are like, well, that's an interesting cliffhanger, huh? See you in 6 hours. So I guess that's gonna happen.